take out our red word folder. We're going to practice. We know that again, talk, and there are going to be definitely words. So I know if you want to come share mine, that's perfect. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew which ones they were. But if you and Lennox need to come share mine, you can. So again, talk, and there are the three that you definitely need. You want to just put them over there, and you guys can work them together. All right, so go join Mr. Lennox, and you guys can share them. So you know that those three are definitely ones you need to be practicing, and then but you also need to look at the others as well, because three random words. Did you join? You want to go? I just have you. So if you want to help me share, share. You got to talk. We'll practice talk first. You're practicing our red words because we have a spelling test today.
Do we practice? When are we going to see our last test? When are we going to see our last?
It's going to be in your, because this week was short, Sawyer, I didn't have a chance to go over it. It'll be in your folder to go home today. It's in your, you'll see it when you get home. So you need to do the first three, because you know these three are going to be on the test for sure. You also need to look at these. I know there's a lot of them, aren't there? Those are this week's. So practice those.
Me and Max are going to practice.
No, not together. Nope, this is an independent activity.
I only don't have a gun.
All right. So, would you like me to write again? Or you can come and share with them. Those are the two options.
Yeah, Bird gave us extra. Yeah,
you bet. Then go ahead. Yep.
I'm going to.
Mister? Sir, where are you going? No, you need to. No, sit down. Mr. August, where are the three that you need to be for sure practicing? Okay, Ben. You don't need the extra ones. Ladies and gentlemen up front, you're studying on your own, independently. Independently. Miss Abby, independently. You talking makes it hard for people to study. So, we gotta figure this out because you and Finn talking when I'm teaching and getting direction. That's right? Because you're missing information, right? Okay, so you're gonna have to be strong and tell Finn to go sit down. Okay. But you need to focus. Okay. I know you guys are good friends. I know it's hard to do that. But sometimes you gotta be the strong one. And because you know who you're helping besides yourself, you're also helping Finn, right? Finn's talking to you. He's not getting the instructions either. Talk again, and there are the three words for this week. Okay. But we're gonna have three other words also that are not they're just three random words from that pile. Okay?
Will we have time to practice for the other words?
So I'm gonna give you time for the practice for the three for this week, and I would like you to, after you finish that, to go through your other words, especially the hard ones, because they're three random words that are inside your, not ones. No, I can't tell you because you have to be responsible for knowing all the red words, not just the ones for the week.
What are the red words again?
This week's word talk, there, short for they are, and again.
Okay.
But then there's three other words you're going to get tested on that are also from your red word pile. But I'm not going to tell you which three. So you got to look through all your red words. Because you drank all the water. It's okay. Hey, Sawyer, right here. Those people need to study. You went through all the words.
Yes.
All right. So then, but you going and talking to them, this means they're not getting their chance to study. Yep.
They already did study. It could be any.
No, really, they're going still working on their words. So Max, when we go over red words, we're responsible for them from that day forward. So every once in a while, you're going to get words on the red word test that we've had before. So if you sit down at your desk and go through them and get a good look at them, I know there's a lot of them. I know there's 40 now, 42.
Gabe is still studying.
Finn was still studying when you walked back there. So Sawyer, please don't argue with me. Everyone's supposed to be at their desk right now. Okay? Miss Bird actually at this point can be at her desk too. Then you went through every single red word. Prepared to spell them all correctly. Okay. Mr. Gabe, did you go through all the other red words too? So you have some of them, though, not this week's, but some from the other weeks. Do you have some? Did you go through the ones that are in your red word folder?
Yeah, you have to copy.
Whatever you've got.
Everything.
Yes, yes.
Oh my.
I know, it's a big pile.
Just imagine if we had all these.
Yeah, at some point, I'm going to give you a red word test where all the questions come from the red words. No, it's a red word test to see how, we had one at the beginning of the year too.
Red red. I don't have all of them though.
So you practice the ones you've got. Mr. Finn, we're not having the talk.
I want everything in here to red word.
You guys can do it. You got this. You guys are getting too dependent on knowing what the 3 words are going to be. Sometimes they're going to be random.
I'm not doing 3. Yeah, they're going to be like, not doing.
That's fine. One time through is fine.
Why do I have 2 again?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Maybe the one with Mrs. Aubin.
Oh, well, except for I'm the one that gives Mrs. Aubin what the red words are. So I'm not sure why that would happen.
Oh, I was fair again.
You're a fair one. I like that. Fair.
Do I have to do every one of them?
So Shire, instead of arguing, just look them over. It's our job. It's our job to remember the red words after just the week, right? It's supposed to be in our head for the rest of our lives. No, I'm giving you 6 words, Sawyer. Listen to the instructions. 3 of them from this week and 3 others. You don't know what the 3 others are. That's why we're practicing our other papers. Yep.
Can you give us like?
No. That's why I'm giving you time. Yep, I'm giving you time. Oh, that's supposed to go in your, that was one of the papers that was supposed to go home in your Friday folder. It's okay. Shh, I know. Gabe, do you want to use mine? Okay, but my stack's bigger. You want my stack? Sure? Okay. My stack. Pen, don't distract other people while they're studying, okay, bud?
It should be a very good. I got a lot. I got extra again. I got the same one. Yeah. I could use it twice.
Again, you have again. So, are you planning on cheating and not doing a fair job?
No, okay. After one, I can see the little part.
All right. about 2 more minutes. About 2 more minutes. So I can't believe you're talking about, you're kind of talking about what you can't find instead of studying what you can find. All right.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Okay, Miss Astria, how you doing? All right, I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. All right. Okay, go ahead and put those aside. Go ahead and put them inside your red word folder and put the red folder inside your desk, please. I understand, Sawyer. That's partly due to the fact you got started late. All right. Thank you. Sunny's got them put away. Gabe's got them put away. August is ready. Lennox is ready. Thank you so much. All right. So that's what we needed. Yesterday, we came up with many of the words that had a long O sound. We know that this week, our vowel team has to do with OE. And OE makes the long O sound, right? And what do you notice about these? It's always either at the end or it has one sound after it, right? So when we had a long O sound earlier in the word, it often happened in the beginning part. So most of our words that we're going to have on our spelling test are going to follow our rule this week of OE. But sometimes other words get in. That's why we looked at all the different ways to do that. One of the best ways you can determine that is instead of being the writer, be the reader. When you are a good reader, you look at the word and after you've written it and you go back and look at it and say, okay, does it seem to follow the rules Mrs. Harrison has mentioned? If you think so, take a look at it. Does that word look correct? Okay. So like if I had the word home in my, and I wrote HOEM, home, because I know that Mrs. Harrison said OE was our word or was our vowel team. Does that look right though? No. So instead of being the writer, I want you to turn into the reader. And if you look at that and you say, nah, no way, that does not look right. What other ways might I spell this word? Well, Mrs. Harrison said I also could do OA. Does that look right? No, it doesn't look right either, does it? So then we think, okay, what are my other options? Well, sometimes we just have O. Does that look right? No. So what is the actual, if I'm a reader and I'm really looking at this correctly, how should I be spelling it, Miss Sunny? HOME. Now does that look right? Yes. So sometimes I think when you guys are doing a spelling test or when you're writing, sometimes I think you are focused on trying to do it correctly, which is good. But I need you when you get to the cups part, right? Or when I read one more time through them, I want you to look at them as a reader and not just the writer. Okay, and look at them and go, yeah, no, I know that she said OE, but that doesn't look right. I know she said OA, that doesn't look right. And then if I just have that should be hom, right? That's not going to be right. Usually when it's an O by itself, it's a 2-syllable word. That's only one, that's not it. And so you work your way through it until it looks right. All right. sometimes you may have never seen the word before. Like a lot of us had trouble with hayseed last week. Nope, 2 weeks ago. Hayseed, you have never seen that word before. But sometimes you can still just feel like, gosh, that just doesn't look the way, you know, that I've got it written. And so try it again. All right. So if you look at what we had, let's look at the OE words real quick. We had foe, toe, doe, a deer, female deer, hoe, like in the garden, mow, like a name, right? Row, we talked about fish eggs, Joe, flow is in an ice flow, poem and poet, right? So those OE sounds, all right? All right. And Sunny's last name, yes, you're right, Poe. Let's get that on there. Very important. All right, Sunny's last name. All right, so I think we're ready. You've had some chance to think about it, to look at them. You put, I see all red word folders are away. Good job. All right, so Miss Astria and Mr. Charlie, when he watches this, here's what this is going to look like. Oh, I've got it too big. Yes. Oh, that will be super awesome. Super, super awesome. All right. So let me make this normal because poor Astrid can't see the whole page. All right.
I don't see all red words folders gone. I see this one.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not cheating, so I think I'm good. I know what the words are already. Yeah, quick, go quick, Mr. Finn. Yep. Yep. All right. So please put your name at the top when you get it. Miss Michelle is so kind to help me pass them out. Please put today's date. It is the 19th. Mr. Sawyer, you're always sad when you're getting behind here, buddy. Let's go. All right. So we have 6 words that go along with what we've been learning. They're gonna have 6 red words. And you're gonna have 2 sentences. And you can already start writing your cups if you're waiting. Today's the 19th. Thank you. Welcome. All right. Mr. August, you have your name at the top? Oop. All right. Oh boy. Everything's falling down, falling off. CUPS?
Yeah, no, but I put it bigger.
Oh goodness. All right. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, I got only person ready is Gabe. Oh, and Max. And Lennox. And oh, there we go. There's some thumbs. All right, you guys were listening. All right, here we go.
What's the date again? 2021.
There you go. Number 1. Ready?
Yeah.
Tiptoe. I will tiptoe through the tulips when spring comes. Tiptoe. Listen to both syllables. Tiptoe. Tiptoe. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So I really shouldn't have a conversation with you in the middle of a Zoom and a test. We can have a conversation at snack time though. Number 2. Now, not all these words go with what we're, studying this week, but they're all words that we should be able to know how to spell. All right. All of them go with the things we've learned. Number 2, clock. The clock had to be changed at daylight savings time. Clock. 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 Remember to look at it as a reader, not just the writer. All right, when we're ready, give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're ready. Number 3. Okay, all right. Mr. Finn, taking a test. We're not supposed to tell. All right. Number You ready, Mr. Lennox, or are you still thinking? I don't want to rush you. Are you ready?
I just have a feeling
Still thinking. Okay. Yeah. So I will read them all again too, Mr. Lennox. If you want a little extra time, I can go to the next word and then I'll read all the words at the end. Sound good? Number 3, complete. Complete. Please complete your spelling test in the time of OG. Complete. Complete. So what was the one for this week? Was OE, but I don't hear a long O in that word. Complete. So I don't. Complete. 2 syllables. Complete. I want you to complete your spelling test. Stop it. Number 4. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready, Miss Cernay? Yep, perfect. Number 4, backhoe. The farmer used his backhoe to move the piece of fence. Backhoe. One word. Backhoe. 2 syllables. Backhoe. Look at it as a speller, but also as a reader. Backhoe. Thank you, Miss Astria. Number 5. Okay. Pigment. The pigment of the paint was a dark red. Pigment. P-I-G-M-E-N-T. Pigment. 2 syllables. Pigment. Hear all the sounds. P-I-G-M-E-N-T. Pigment. Backhoe. The farmer used the backhoe to move the piece of fence. Fencing, really should be right. Number 5, the 5th one was pigment. The pigment of the paint. So we had tiptoe, clock, complete, backhoe, and pigment. That's fine.
Pigment or pigment?
Pigment.
Mint.
Meant. Pigment.
Oh, so now.
It's the color of the paint.
We
Yep.
just gave that away.
Pigment is the part that makes the paint the color.
We just
Yes.
gave that away.
Number 6. Melted. The cheese melted on top of the chips.
Not the cheese.
Melted. We're having nachos. Melted. So melted. Think about its ending. Melted. 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 All right. Okay. First red word. You guys have got this. They're coming soon to our house. They're
Well, no.
They're coming to our house. They're just try. Right. They're short for 2 words. You guys are the worst spelling test takers. I'm telling you, talking out, blurting, saying things out loud. Guys, stop talking out loud.
Okay.
Yes, Ben, thank you for raising your hand.
This is the short form of they're all, right?
It is.
Okay. Just answer the question for all of them. I already knew it.
If the sentence should have been helpful for that. Number 2. Talk. Please do not talk during the spelling test.
Okay.
Talk.
Or talk in the movie.
Oh my goodness. You guys are not getting it. Stop talking. I'm going to have to take some recesses away if you guys are not getting it. Practice sitting quietly.
Okay.
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. That's what I need. A thumbs up, non-verbal.
Okay.
Ms. Astria, thank you for not talking. Good job.
Well, she's muted.
Exactly.
So when she does talk, when she does talk, we don't.
Number 3. Again. Please read the word again. 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 I have some friends that I may have to give some Bobcat bucks to who have been sitting so nice and quietly and not interrupting. Number 4. Use. Please use a capital at the beginning of your sentence. Use. This is number 4. These are the extra ones from not this week. Use. Please use your best spelling. Number 5. Who? Who can sit through the spelling test quietly? Who? Yes, thank you for raising your hand, Sawyer. What? Number 6. Does. He does like his ice cream. Does.
Or he does.
He does like spelling tests. Number 5 was who. Does. He does like spelling tests. He does.
I love them.
Yes, Miss Bird. Okay, well, we have 2 sentences left. All right. Still working on it? Okay. Or no, you're just ready. Okay. Number 1, the first sentence. I will read it.
Number 6.
Does. He does like a spelling test.
He does not.
Abby does not, apparently.
Number 5.
Number 5 is who. All right, number 1. Here we go. We can do this. See if you can remain silent for the whole time. Number 1. Did Joe stub his toe?
Yes.
Did Joe stub his toe? Did Joe stub his toe? This is word number 1, or sentence number 1. Did Joe stub his toe? I need you to be quiet. Did Joe stub his toe? Yep. Write your cups. Make sure you have all. So I've noticed some of you are crossing things out, but you didn't actually put them in the sentence. So if you cross out C, make sure you actually should cross out C. When you cross out the P, make sure you actually have the punctuation. Bless you. Because if you don't, then then the whole cups is pointless. Did Joe stub his toe? Good question. Did Joe stub his toe? All right, thank you, Miss Astria. I like the people who are double checking when I read it out loud. They're checking to make sure that as a reader that it looks correctly. Done. Did Joe stub his toe? You guys got this. You can do it. Yes, sir. So you look and you remember how I said now you look as a reader and look and see do they follow the rules that Mrs. Harrison has given us for spelling? Do they look right? Well, the hope is that you're double checking your spelling, Mr. Sawyer. That's what this, yeah. All right, number 2. This one's a little longer. That one was pretty short. Number 2, this one's not too long, but you might need an extra line. Number 2, the men had fun on the ice floe. 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 If you think you're done, like some of my friends seem to be indicating, make sure you have your cups. Go through each letter. The men had fun on the ice floe. The men had fun on the ice floe. Okay, I'm going to read all the words one more time. So this time you can go through as a reader, right? Make sure that they look right, as well as a speller. All right, number 1 was tiptoe. Just let me do it, okay? So everybody can hear it clearly. Tiptoe. Number 2, clock. Number 3, complete. Complete. Number 4, backhoe. Number 5, pigment. Number 6, melted. Number 1 was there. They're coming over to my house. Number 2, talk. Number 3, again. Yes, Bird. Yes. Number 4, use. One of the reasons number 4 is on the is on here is just because I've seen several times us misspelling it in sentences that we have in writing. So just a hint. Number 5, who. Number 6, does. Number 1 was, did Joe stub his toe? Number 2, the men had fun on the ice floe. The men had fun on the ice floe. All right. So when you're done checking yours, make sure you have your name on it. Thank you. Make sure you have your name on it and today's date. Make sure that's spelled all correctly as you want. Yes. So you mean love this direction? It's not a real word. It's not spelled.
It's like
Because
because
you-
of
I gotcha. Yeah, well, it would be if it was a real word, it'd be EVIL. All right, my friends who are here, I'm going to have some people read some various things to me. But while you are waiting to read to me some fluency things, Mr. Max, there's a line and you're holding it up, my friend. There you go. So I would love for everybody to practice their rain delay and or their book. I'm going to meet
the
real.
only ones I read first. What
So-
I got wrong on red
Yes.
words was how,
Who? That's supposed to be who.
who, and again,
And again. Okay.
or in a little bit.
I'm not sure about that one. Okay.
Can I go?
Okay. Hold. Yes, Charlie. Can you hold on for just a second?
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to give Yeah. practice read it once to yourself, and then you're going to come read it to me. All right. All right, Mr. Sawyer, are you ready for listening to directions? All right, Mr. Max, you ready? Mr. Finn, where are you headed? There you go. I need you to listen first. So today I'm going to have some people read to me their fluency page. So I also, and I promised I would let Charlie do it first for me. My friends, Bird, Evie, and Sawyer will be meeting with me second to go over their new book. And then everybody else should be working on Amplify until I call you up. All right. So you're working on Amplify after you finish practice rain delay once through so that you can, unless you've already read it to me, I have a friend or two that are going to reread it to themselves and try again. And I will, but you can work on Amplify afterwards while you're waiting for me. So Miss Astria, since we did your progress monitoring yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and let you, I'll do the rain delay, but I'm going to do it beginning of next week for you. So I'm going to let you go and go ahead and practice rain delay once. And then, yep, there you saw it pass by there. And then you can do some Amplify for me. You got it? Okay. You got it there? Okay. And then you're going to do some Amplify for me, okay? All right. And then I will see you at math time. Bye. Sounds good. Thank you, my friend.